my soul, feeling in my soul, Lord. Feel it in my soul. Phi Beta Sigma God soul. Phi Beta Sigma God soul. Said Phi Beta Sigma God soul.
Hello, and welcome back to the Brother2Brother series. For the next few weeks, the International First Vice President of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, John B. Lamont, will answer questions about membership and retention from various fraternity brothers. Today's guest is Brother DeMarcus Moore, who initiated Gamma Lambda Gamma at Benedict College in fall 2017. Brother Moore, welcome to the show. What questions do you have today for Brother Lamont?
My first question, Brother Lamont, is what is your take on the Constitution regarding change within the voting for life members?
Okay, first let me say to you, Brother DeMarcus, thank you for your leadership.
Thank you.
At Benedict College. You know, I've seen you do some things at state conferences, so appreciate your leadership in the fraternity. That is a question that comes up often. And yes, it would require a constitutional change for life members. My personal opinion is, you know, when you look at the qualifications of life members, it requires you, one, to first be financial for 10 consecutive years. So we know life members have contributed and invested in the fraternity for a consistent amount of time. The other part is like life members typically are also very engaged and involved in their chapter on the state and on the regional level. So they've put in their blood, sweat, and tears into the organization. So personally, I would be in favor of a vote to allow life members to have their own individual vote. A lot of other organizations do that. I think that life members are deserving of that. So if it gets put to the floor, I would certainly be in support of that.
Right. Okay. Another question.
Okay.
Regarding the push-pull-push,
Okay.
which is one of the initiatives for the fraternity. Personally, what have you done to maintain and push the growth for the fraternity as a whole as well?
Great question. Great question. Now, push-pull-push is an initiative that's created and developed by the International Collegiate team. So again, great initiative, and I think that, you know, it's working because it provides, you know, some direction to our chapters on how they should be growing. But specifically under the Office of Vice President, we developed a very comprehensive strategy, like providing a roadmap to how chapters can and should grow, and that's the development of our 5R strategy. You know, recruitment, reactivation, retention, reclamation, and relationship building.
Right.
And we've pushed this message consistently from the time we became vice president. And we see the results of that because chapters, you know, it's filtered down from regional level to state level to the chapter level. So chapters are actually implementing the 5R strategy, which has enabled us to grow. The other thing too is under this administration, we developed a very comprehensive incentive plan for our membership. Never before have we, you know, now we're recognizing brothers who are doing great work with advocating membership growth. They're getting money, they're getting grants. Chapters are getting grants. States are now receiving grants for the work that they're doing in the areas of the 5Rs. Regions have received, you know, monies for the work that they're doing in the 5Rs. So we've made it more comprehensive to provide some monetary benefits for brothers and chapters of states that are growing. I'd also like to add, you know, this vice president listens to what the membership says. There was some talk about what are we doing for our loyal brothers, right? And we're giving money to brothers who have paid into the fraternity and invested into the fraternity. First time ever. We're giving money to loyal brothers through our loyalty program. So there's some things that we've been doing that really, I think, have enabled the fraternity to grow. We visit state conferences on a consistent basis across the country. You're aware of that. You know, delivering the message. So you know, grassroots. You know, this vice president is a grassroots brother. Delivers the message and works to implement it. When I've heard in the southern region, chapters that, you know, have some issues with growth, I worked with the southern region leadership. You know, I worked with the western region leadership to create and develop plans to help our chapters grow. So personally, these are the things that I've been doing to help Phi Beta Sigma grow in Arab membership.
Okay.
So great question. Thank you.
Thank you. My last question.
Okay.
All right. So now we know that you're going for re-election.
Yes.
For the administration that will be following behind you, what do you want to implement? What do you want to see happen with this new administration if you are re-voted in at the next conclave?
I thank you for the question again. So certainly, we've grown in the course of the last 2 years at a rate that we haven't grown in the past.
Right.
So I certainly want to have the opportunity to finish where we started.
Okay.
To have another 2 years to continue to grow the fraternity exponentially. Some of the things that we're looking at doing, I would like to continue to do, expanding the brand of Phi Beta Sigma internationally. We're already in discussion in bringing Sigma to Toronto.
Okay.
Started some conversation, absolutely. Started some conversation about bringing Sigma to Puerto Rico.
Right.
Bringing Sigma to Haiti.
Right.
Talked to a few people about bringing Sigma to the motherland, the African continent. So we have chapters established there, but no brothers there.
Yes.
We have a school in Ghana, so why not have a chapter in Ghana as well? Yes. So certainly want to expand Sigma globally is one of the priorities of next administration. The other part is looking to further develop our collegiate membership. I think we have to create opportunities to ensure that our collegiate brothers are successful after college. So we've already implemented a brother-to-brother membership mentorship initiative, but I really want to see that to develop to where we are now offering internship opportunities and job opportunities for our graduating brothers. So those are the things that would be the emphasis for the next administration.
And regarding the collegiates, I believe that'll be very informative and very good as well. With me being a brother that's getting ready to graduate in the spring of next year, May of 2020. So that's one thing that hasn't been talked about. Well, what's your plan after graduation, or what are you wanting to do, or what do you think the fraternity should do to help with that? Because after graduation, most collegiates, they just graduate. They don't know what's next. Yeah. They're like, okay, well, I've graduated high school, I've gotten my degree. What's next? What do I do with my degree?
Right.
And we see the statistic where collegiates are now graduating and they're not even getting jobs in their degree fields.
Right.
So now their education is going to waste.
Absolutely.
Because they're giving more attention and time to other things
Absolutely.
that they weren't aware of.
And great points, Brother DeMarcus, because again, the Brother2Brother platform speaks specifically to that. It does no good for a Sigma to be in college and not finish,
right?
Or Sigma to graduate with a very poor GPA. So the mentorship really comes as the onus is on our alumni brothers to make sure that our collegiate brothers are excelling in the classroom, that they have that they're taking the right classes, that they're doing well in their classes, that they're graduating on time, that we provide them internship opportunities so they can be prepared and ready to get a good job.
Right.
And that's what Brother2Brother is really about, and that's what mentorship is all about. So the real accountability is on us as alumni brothers to make sure that we are properly grooming our collegiate brothers to make sure that they're prepared for life after college.
Very true.
Great points.
And I believe in that as well. Right. Being a brother that mentors other students. One of my students is getting ready to graduate this spring in May, and he's going to Clemson University on a full ride scholarship. And when Benedict College went to his school to pass out those scholarships, I was able to be there and present the scholarship to him as well. And other people within the school saw that, and they wanted to be a part of that as well. So being able to give within mentorship, to receive it as well, and also give it to someone else, it really makes that big difference.
Absolutely.
On a collegiate level and on an alumni level as well. Because if the alumni brothers are breeding and mentoring the collegiates will be able to go into adopt a school and give out those scholarships and bring back those same brothers that we adopted the school, gave out that scholarship to come to our chapters here within the southeastern region or within the nation. And then those are the ones that will, hey, that's the man that gave me that scholarship. That's the organization that gave me what I needed to go to school. So now that's helping build that membership as well.
Absolutely. Great point. Appreciate the work that you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you for the interview.
I'm glad that you chose me. It's not many people out here that can gain this opportunity, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank
Continued
you.
success to you, right?
Definitely.
All right. Go Mob.
Go Mob.
Lord, feel it in my soul. Phi Beta Sigma God soul.